Hey, what's up guys? My name is William Petri, and this is my very first video of my new YouTube channel called Petri Dish Tech. I made this channel because I love using technology to optimize my life. And after years of experimenting and testing and buying random stuff, I wanted to share what I've learned. Today's video is all about one of my favorite passions, taking care of my freshwater aquarium. This is a custom, high-tech, nearly maintenance-free system I built from the ground up. And just to get this out of the way, none of this video is sponsored. Everything you're about to see I built, bought, and tested myself. I actually have 3 different tanks, but this one right here is my main display. It's a Fluval Flex 32.5 gallon, fully customized with upgraded filtration, automation, and some design tricks that make it run almost entirely on autopilot. In this video, we'll walk through 4 key areas. The first is fish stocking, the second is design and decor, the third is filtration, and the fourth is automation. Let's start with the fish. Yeah, this tank is technically overstocked, as you can probably see. But the secret is that I built a filtration system that's massively overpowered for the tank's size. More on that in a minute. And if you're wondering, yes, this does look like a saltwater tank, but I can promise you it's 100% freshwater. Here's the lineup. I've got 6 cardinal tetras, 1 lyre-tail molly, 1 balloon blue ram, 2 threadfin rainbow fish, 1 longfin leopard danio, 2 longfin striped danios, and I've got a ton of glowfish. I've got 2 green danios, 2 blue danios, 2 pink danios, 2 yellow danios, 3 purple danios, 1 blue tetra, 1 pink tetra, 1 green tetra, 1 purple tetra, 1 yellow tetra, and 1 purple rainbow shark. Okay, back to non-glowfish. We got the harlequin rose boas, which I've got 4 of. I've got 1 whiptail catfish. I've got 6 endlers live bearers. I've got 3 celestial danios, 1 swordtail molly. I've got 2 coolie loaches and 1 serpent loach. I've got 1 cobra guppy, 1 fancy orange guppy, 1 orange sunrise guppy, and of course my male blanket beta. Whew! Fun fact about these glowfish, these are actually the only genetically modified animal that is legally allowed to be sold in the United States. They have a jellyfish fluorescence gene that has been inserted into their genome via the CRISPR-Cas method, which if you don't know about is pretty cool, so I encourage you to look that up. This tank was designed to be visually appealing and low maintenance. There are no live plants, which means I can safely dose the aquarium with a photosynthesis inhibiting medication, which means no algae. And all of the coral is artificial. I wanted that vibrant, colored reef look without the complexity of a saltwater tank. Those of you with saltwater tanks know exactly what I'm talking about. And on the bottom, it looks like sand, but it's actually pure glass. I spray painted the bottom of the aquarium with a stone finish spray paint, and that keeps the tank looking clean while allowing food and debris to flow into the filter rather than getting trapped in the gravel through the natural flow of water. Now let's talk about that curved front glass. I usually tend to avoid curved tanks as they distort the view, but this one curves vertically instead of horizontally, and that means since both of your eyes see the same angle, there's no distortion, and so the image stays clear and is even more immersive than a flat glass because you can see from the top and from the bottom into the water. So here's the real magic of the filtration setup. This is a custom sump system that runs through both side compartments and into a full width rear overflow chamber. Each side houses a heater and an emergency aerator. Water flows through layers of filter floss, a high density 50 micron polishing pad, activated carbon, and finally into the main sump chamber. Inside that sump is a 10 watt UV sterilizer that includes an air pump, and also in the entire thing is just a massive amount of K1 media, which is one of the best biomedia options available for biological filtration for the ammonia to nitrate conversion cycle. And if you're new to aquariums, the nitrate cycle is basically when fish create ammonia through urinating basically into the water, which is toxic to fish. And beneficial bacteria that lives in your filtration system converts that ammonia into nitrite, and then separate bacteria that also lives in the same place convert that nitrite into nitrate. And nitrate is almost non-toxic unless it builds up in extreme amounts. And that's kind of why you have to do water changes every once in a while to get rid of that nitrate buildup. But in this case, I only have to do a water change about once every 6 months. And in case you're wondering, the UV light doesn't kill any good bacteria because it only targets free floating pathogens, things like parasites and algae that might be in the water. The actual beneficial bacteria is adhered to the K1 biological filtration media. The circulation pump is rated for 200 gallons per hour, so that means the entire tank volume gets filtered over 6 times every hour, and that's why the water stays crystal clear despite my heavy stocking. Alright, next up let's talk about automation, and I think this is kind of where it gets fun. So let's start with this auto feeder. It only comes in black, so I spray painted it white to match the tank with white spray paint. It feeds once or twice a day depending on your settings, and it's powered by AA batteries. But I actually rigged it up to run off a USB power source using battery-shaped power adapters for infinite power so that I never have to worry about the batteries running out. In the event of a power outage, I actually have a battery backup system here that keeps the filtration running for about 5 to 8 hours. That includes the circulation pump, the UV filter, the air pump, but the lights and the heater turn themselves off to save power. After that is exhausted, the dual emergency aerators kick in for up to 48 additional hours, and those are actually rechargeable via USB, so I can always get a portable power bank and charge up that aerator. This entire system is managed through the SmartThings app, where I can monitor wattage draw, temperature, and system status 24/7 from anywhere in the world. In the event of a pump or equipment failure, the wattage will naturally drop, and this system is designed to constantly measure wattage use of all of the various pieces of equipment, and if it detects any wattage drop below a preset amount, it will notify me and activate some emergency functions, including the emergency aerator. So for example, let's say the water temperature gets too hot and it exceeds 82 degrees, which is the limit that I'm comfortable with. That immediately activates an automation that cuts power to the heater, shuts off the lights of the aquarium, and actually lowers the thermostat inside of my house, all of which is designed to cool the water. If, for example, the circulation pump gets stuck, you'll see an immediate wattage drop. It'll send me a notification. It will also activate the emergency aerator, which not only keeps bubbles in the aquarium, keeps the oxygen, but also helps to circulate some of the water until I can fix the pump or buy a new one.
Warning: aquarium circulation pump disabled. Aquarium backup aerator activated.
The Fluval app controls the aquarium lighting, where you can set a 24-hour schedule for color and brightness, or you can adjust them manually at any time. So in terms of maintenance, you're probably wondering, how much time do I actually spend maintaining this tank? Well, every 2 weeks I do a filter swap, so I just change the filter floss. It takes about 30 seconds, and then I spend 5 minutes testing the water quality to make sure that all of my parameters are within expected ranges. And that's it. I only do a big water change about once every 6 months, and I usually do a 90% water change because that way it's the least amount of work and I can wait the longest before doing it again. Everything else is handled automatically by the automated systems I've set up. Underneath my display tank, I actually also have a 5-gallon quarantine tank, and it's Wi-Fi connected, app controlled, and I use it to pre-medicate all of my new fish before they enter the display tank. And if you guys are interested, I'll cover this in another video because I do think it's pretty cool. So yeah, I think this might be one of the best low maintenance aquariums you can build right now. Thanks for joining me on this journey together, guys, and I hope to be making future videos soon on other technology topics, things like solar panels, home automation, electric vehicles, coffee makers that will automatically reorder coffee when you're running low, things like that. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and like and subscribe if you want to see more. Alright guys, take care. Bye-bye.